Hello and welcome to day number 10 of the 30-day yoga challenge. You already made 1/3 of the challenge, so congratulations on that. That's amazing. Staying consistent is so important when it comes to yoga to establish a healthy and mindful routine. And today there is kind of a reward for all the work you've done so far. We're gonna do a restorative practice, and therefore we need a lot of props. So if you do have a bolster, that would be amazing, or a cushion is fine as well. We need at least 2 blocks. They don't need to be the same height. I have 2 different heights here, that's fine, or if they are the same size, that's fine as well. A yoga mat, of course, and if you do need more props, I do have a code for Manduka. Manduka is a premium yoga gear brand, and they have amazing mats. All my mats are from Manduka. The bolsters from Manduka, and the blocks are from Manduka. The quality is amazing, and you get 15% off your purchase if you use the link in my description. Then you will also need the 30-day yoga challenge by me, by Yoga Journaling, or if you don't have the challenge, you can take a notebook to make some notes. Whenever you're ready, come into a seated position of your choice. I like to sit on my bolster, that's a nice pose, or you can also sit on a block or on your heels. Whatever is your favorite position is fine. Close your eyes and roll your shoulders back a couple of times, to come into your body, to feel everything there is. Feel your body touching the earth. Release the shoulders. Maybe move your head from side to side. And then say no with your head. Say yes with your head. And then come back to stillness. Open your eyes. Make your notes on the side of the 30-day yoga challenge. How's your energy? How's your mood? And how much do you feel connected with the present moment, your higher self? If you don't have the 30-day yoga challenge, make these notes in your notebook. And then when you're ready, move away all your props. We're gonna need them in a bit. We start with cat and cows. Your hands are shoulder width distance apart, index finger points forward. Inhale, lower the belly, open the chest to the front of the room. Exhale, round the back, broaden the shoulder blades. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Go in your own rhythm. I don't want to talk too much today in this practice. I really want you to feel everything there is. I want you to feel your body and be able to let go of thoughts and tension, and maybe even release emotions. And don't want to talk so much about alignment and what to do in a pose, but rather focus on letting go. Last one. Come come back to neutral, sit back on your heels. Now tuck your toes under, and this is a really uncomfortable pose for at least me. For some of you it's like not a big deal. For me it's a big deal. I have a lot of tension in my feet, in my toes, so this is a hard pose for me. It can be a hard pose for you or not at all. Maybe you don't feel anything, then I just say good for you. I feel a lot of pain because of the fascia and the tightness in my feet. And I'd like to start my restorative practice with this kind of pose because it is just a good way to really feel a little discomfort. I mean, it's not too much, but it's a little discomfort that helps me release tension in my feet. If you have enough, just release your toes, that's fine. I have definitely enough of it. And I just feel the effect of this stretch. Go grab your bolster or your cushion or whatever you have. First pose is a supported child's pose. Bring your knees a little wider than your hips and bring the bolsters between your legs, and then fold over this bolster. You can bring your head to either side, that's fine. Your hands are just loosely next to your head, that's fine. And then just stay here. We stayed about 10 breaths in each pose. And just focus on letting go the tension in your hips, your legs, your belly, your spine, your head, your arms, your hands and your fingers. Check in with all the different body parts. Maybe you can let go a little more of your shoulders or your head, your jaw. Whatever it is, release. Very slowly, very gently, move out of the pose, come back up, put the bolster to the side. For the next pose we need 2 blocks. Place them on your mat. I take the higher block here and I take the lowest side. You can play with heights here. I wouldn't recommend like using the highest height unless you really want to stretch your chest a lot. And then the other block comes above it, about your neck's length, I would say. And you place your thoracic spine, so your upper back, the space between your shoulder blades, you place onto the lower block, and your head comes on top of the other block. So make sure it feels comfortable. So there is a place where this feels really comfortable. So you just need to adjust it so that you really can release into this pose. Bring the soles of your feet together if this is feels nice for you, so reclined butterfly. Or if this doesn't feel nice, you can straighten the legs, or even put the bolster underneath your knees. That's also a nice way. I'm gonna go for this. It feels really nice. So kind of a supported butterfly with the bolster underneath my legs. The arms can go just to this side, that's one option, or cactus pose, so open them to the side, which opens your shoulders and your chest a little more. As soon as you found your favorite position and you feel comfortable, it should really feel comfortable, and just a light opening of the chest and the hips. And close your eyes and start your practice of letting go. Really give all your weight into the blocks, into the ground. And if it starts to feel uncomfortable, feel free to make adjustments. A restorative practice should always be relaxing. It should never hurt, it should never be uncomfortable. Very, very slowly come out of the pose. Move your blocks away. For the next pose, we need the bolster, or maybe even also the blocks. That really depends on your flexibility. I'm going to use the blocks as well. So you can make a little tower with your blocks here, and then place your bolster on top of it and fold forward. Your legs are straight. You can place even more blocks here if you want to really make this forward fold accessible for you. And then give all your weight into the bolster, the blocks. In this restorative practice, alignment is not so important. It is important that it feels good in your body. So if you do feel a little stretch, that's fine. If you feel discomfort, you should adjust your pose so that it feels comfortable and nice and relaxing. Slowly come back up. Move away your blocks. Let's do pigeon pose. You have two options for pigeon pose. Either you can do a 90-90, which is 90-degree on your front leg and 90-degree on your back leg, or you can go for full pigeon pose. Full pigeon, you can place the block in front of you, and then the right leg goes to the outside. You bend the right leg and place your torso, your head onto the bolster. And the same when you go for the 90-90, you can also fold forward onto the bolster. And then just relax into the pose, release tension in your hips. And slowly walk your fingertips back, switch the leg, and go for the other side. Place your head to the other side and release. Once you found your position, commit to stillness. Slowly and gently move out of the pose. The next pose is called Dragon. It's basically a low lunge. So you create this right angle with the front leg and you go for this stretch of the hip flexor. Place both hands next to your front foot, and we won't stay here for so long because this can get very hard over time, but just stay for a moment here and you can really let go of all the muscles. This time we won't need any activation of the muscle. You can really relax into that pose. Slowly release, switch the legs, bring the left leg in front of you and ease into this dragon pose. Another way to gently open our hips, hip flexors. It's good if you're working on your splits, front splits. Release, come out of the pose. Again, grab your bolster, place it on your mat. We're gonna go for reclined hero. Sit between your legs. Make sure the tops of your feet are on the ground, and then walk your hands behind you. If this is already enough, you can stay here, that's fine. If you want to go deeper, you can lower down on your elbows, or maybe even lower all the way down to the floor. You can bring your arms over your head or next to your body, that's fine. And then breathe. If you feel this is too much, then just come onto your elbows or onto your hands and stay there and feel the stretch on your hip flexors and upper thighs. If you feel pain in the low back, draw the pubic bone to your navel. That helps you to lengthen this area and to protect your low back. If it still doesn't feel good, move out of the pose and come onto your hands. Then it's probably too much for you. Always remember, the pose needs to serve us and not we need to serve the pose, or we need to perform the pose or anything. It's not a performance, it's yoga, it's about you and your feelings. Slowly come out of the pose. The best way to come out of the pose is to push into your forearms and maybe even grab hold onto the mat, and then come onto the hands and push yourself all the way up. For the last pose, it's kind of a shavasana pose. Bring your bolster underneath your legs, and we already did this opening of the chest. Bring the blocks to onto the mat and place your shoulder blades on one block and your head on the other block. Make the adjustments you need. Your arms go along your body. Close your eyes and release. And if the block variation doesn't feel good for your body, you can also take a regular shavasana, maybe with the bolster underneath the knees. And let go. Slowly come back into your body. Wriggle your fingers and your toes. And gently push yourself up. Again, come into a seated position of your choice. I hope you feel as calm as I am. Thank you so much for joining today. This was your restorative practice. You really deserve that after 9 days of yoga. I would love you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So please subscribe and also comment on one of the videos. Give me a feedback, it helps me, and you can participate in my giveaway if you do so. And tomorrow we already have day 11, so make sure you make a little time for tomorrow's practice. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me here. See you in the next video.